have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Fielded in the end zone. It's Terry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Brown to begin the drive. There he goes. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The short hands, it's Terry. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Firing to the right, complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Looking for space, it's Smothers. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Manning with a play fake. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there's a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
The Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run inside. It's Smothers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs. and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Turning it on! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Longhorns! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I gotta go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Running inside. It's Smothers. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if I'm a defense, I'm so excited because they know they can't run the football on me. They got to use a little bit of trickeration. They got to do something different because they know they can't man up and run it right at me. They know I'm too good. So defense, let's go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Manning. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He's got great speed. He's run out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the 1st quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, Dave.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt.
to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes the grab. It's Coleman. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Longhorns had this offense rolling. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Makes the grab in their space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Finds a little space. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Takes the handoff. It Smothers. And the ball squirted out. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Sweet cut there. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
The throw. Pulls it in. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Escapes the pressure to his right. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like...
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The offense changing the play. Trucks through the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Under fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Showing off the arms. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Kentucky Wildcats.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And it's LSU looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Going downfield for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Trying play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Could be. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Give to the single back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. He breaks a tackle, and he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab right down the middle. Turns it on down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Working that left side. Touchdown Sooners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. On the run, it's Smothers. Fights off a defender. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting...
Might have a chance. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He might want another play. To the air, it's Mateer. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Taking it the other way. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Smothers. Breaks the tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Arch Madness. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, the coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Running inside, it's Bishop. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Looking for a huge play. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Find some fresh air. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Here's Arts to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Manning. Under fire. And down he goes.
This is so a Jesse Coleman move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Coleman.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. Oh! Caught, and he's got room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion.
We got three, fellas. We got three. I got him. I got him. Brother. Return. Still go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it. Maybe some room here. Still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
First down, right back to Brown. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Arch is going to throw for it. He's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football.
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the touchdown, Texas. Once he got some room, it was over. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He's open on the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Sategna. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He goes right back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Here comes the Texas offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We've reached this 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
And the Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Rushes on him. Being chased. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss.
And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Thomas. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And he throws another interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.